wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And now back out comes the offense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Flushed out right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now Rudolph on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Down the numbers.
Oh, we got plenty
there he goes. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, and that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage, but...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Oh, picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
2-yard line.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. A touchdown, Cleveland. Ben Roethlisberger as the first half. Is winding down, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges are.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Austin Seibert to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Williams on the coverage.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Going top shelf, and that's caught inside the 35. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
11. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Elam, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well. This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Seibert now to kick this thing away. Now White on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph sliding out of the pocket. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 15.
The red zone now, Rudolph. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. After the sack on first down, Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
That keeps the score.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in the day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard.
So now the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 63 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's... not done. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Able to shake him off. And he's going to let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
1st and 10 at the 41.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One last throw here for Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Now that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.